Thinking about moving to Columbus, or maybe you already live here and you just want to explore some of my favorite spots, this video I'm going to take you through my 3 favorite urban neighborhoods in Columbus, Ohio. So whether you're a foodie, you like history, or you just like walkable communities, these 3 spots in Columbus have it all, so stick around and see what are my top 3. So first on my list of my favorite neighborhoods is German Village. So it is like stepping back in time. This community was developed back in the 1800s and is part of the National Register of Historic Places in the US. And as soon as you step into this neighborhood, you can see why so many people love this area and the hidden charms that it has throughout every cobblestone street. German Village oozes character and charm. There are perfectly preserved brick homes throughout. Again, those cobblestone lined streets. Just gotta make sure you wear your ankle braces. If you have those high heels, you know, you're on your tippies, you don't wanna break an ankle. But it is an area where there is so much to do around each corner: restaurants, coffee shops, entertainment, parks. Let me dive into a few of my favorite spots and maybe you can see if this becomes your new favorite hangout. So the first place on my list of areas to visit in German Village is the Book Loft. It's probably one of the most notable areas in German Village. It gets national recognition. There are 32 different rooms within this bookstore. And I will say I've gotten lost once or twice in there. And as soon as you step in, you'll see exactly why. Another fun little fact about this is actually the spot where my brother and his now fiance got engaged. So it has a little bit of tie to me as well, and that's what I like so much about it. So after visiting the Book Loft, just take a few steps over to Pistachia Vera, which is one of my favorite local bakeries and coffee shops. They have the most delicious macarons. Trust me, once you have one, they're to die for. You'll be hooked on them. I haven't gotten off of them. I go to meetings every week. I'm trying, but I just can't. And they also have specially created coffee drinks that are just so yummy. So grab that coffee, take yourself on a walk, and we're gonna hit our next destination. So after you have that coffee, head over to Schiller Park, which is a park that is located in the heart of German Village. They have beautiful outdoor sculptures. Shakespeare in the Park during the summers is a great public event to go to. And it's just a great spot to kind of walk around, you know, shut off from the hustle and bustle of the city, even though you're right in the middle of the city, and just enjoy nature all around you. Another Columbus staple is located right in German Village, Schmidt's Sausage House. Trust me, you do not want to miss this one. For dessert, you have to get one of the cream puffs, add the peanut butter and chocolate fudge on it, or drizzle, or whatever they put on it, I don't know, but it will put you into a coma, but like the best type of coma, and your stretchy pants will thank me later. And last but not least, of one of my favorite spots in German Village, Lindy's. I feel like it is a fan favorite of most people in the Central Ohio area, but the architecture, the ode to history, but also the patio space that they have, it makes you feel like you have been transported to some European city. Trust me, you need to get brunch on that patio. It's life-changing. They have so many great cocktails, dessert options, creme brulee, again, so good. You need to check out Lindy's. If you haven't been there yet, it will be a for sure not to miss on your list. The next neighborhood on my list is Grandview Heights. It is just west of downtown. They have tree-lined streets, Grandview Avenue, which has so many fun little spots in it. Don't worry, I'll be talking about them here shortly. And it's just one of those quintessential urban neighborhoods where you feel like you're at home. Grandview was originally developed in the early 1900s. It was one of those sleepy suburbs, but since the city has expanded and grown over time, it has become one of the most sought after neighborhoods in Columbus. So the first thing on my list of areas to explore in Grandview would be Grandview Ave. This street has basically everything on it. You got restaurants, you have shops, you have entertainment. Some of my most favorite areas on this street, you know, Stoff's, coffee roasters, It's a local coffee roaster who makes and roasts their beans in-house. So that is, just entering into the space, it feels like you're caffeinated. If you haven't got by yet, I do love me some coffee. So, Stoff's is definitely a spot to hit. Also on Grandview Ave, there's Grandview Mercantile, which is such a cool consignment shop that has so many different eclectic items that you can walk through and purchase. It is definitely a spot that you cannot miss. And lastly, on Grandview Ave is Lion Cub Cookies. One of the best cookies in Central Ohio, in my professional opinion. As you know, I love sweets. These cookies are so, so good. Grandview Theater and Draft House is also a great spot to catch a movie, have a local beer. It is such a fun little vibe in there. They only have a couple movies playing, but normally, they have some box office hits. That's the word I was looking for? Yeah, so trust me, go check it out. It is such a fun little spot. And if you're looking for a fun date night idea, or maybe just go and hang out with some friends, this was actually my first date with my now husband, so it's proven to work. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. But hitting up Watershed Distillery, it is a fun local distillery where you can take tours, you can grab a crafted cocktail, you can grab some bites to eat. It is just such a fun vibe in there and such a great atmosphere to share with loved ones. And then moving from there over to get maybe dinner at La Tavola. Or is it La Tavola? I don't know. I think it's La Tavola. That's how I pronounce it. But it is right there on First Ave. And it is a very small Italian eatery. The gnocchi there and the cannoli, you have to try it. Trust me, it is a spot worth going to. Make sure you make a reservation because they do fill up quick. It's just such a quaint, delicious place to visit in Columbus. So as you can see, Grandview is the perfect mix of kind of a more urban neighborhood where it's a little bit more quaint, but you can get that vibrancy of walking to dinner, enjoying a movie with friends, family, loved ones. It is just such a great spot to call home in Columbus. Rounding out the list is Olde Towne East. This is another Columbus neighborhood that is one of the oldest. If you like art, architecture, diversity, this neighborhood is perfect for you. It's very eclectic, has a great mix of all of those things. Olde Towne East dates back to the late 1800s and was a neighborhood for the Columbus elites of that time. So as you walk through the neighborhood or drive through it, you're gonna see a lot of Victorian homes, some nice old architecture, big homes, especially like along Bryden and Franklin. There's just such a sense of history that oozes from the streets, but also you got a lot of great places to either explore parks, restaurants, or entertainment. So let's dive into a few of my favorites. So first on the list of Olde Towne East spots to hit would be East Market. It's the old trolley district. They have recently revitalized this area. They have a food hall. Some of my favorite spots in there, the Bearded Baker makes some amazing desserts. Again, can you see a theme here? Sweets. Little Cat, they have some great boba if you're into boba. Plant Gaze have a little boutique shop in there. So if you're looking for a great gift for a loved one, friends, family, that is a great spot to hit up as well. And they also have Columbus Brewing Company is located in this area too. So it is so cool to see how they mixed modern with the history of the area. So definitely check out East Market. Right next to East Market is Franklin Park and the Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. I got it. This park has over 60 acres or nearly 60 acres of walkable paths along with this conservatory. The conservatory is world class. So, if you're trying to escape those winter blues, I mean, they are very real. They happen here in Columbus with those gray skies. This is a great spot for you to feel like you're transported to a different area of the US or the world. And also, you know, during the summer when it gets hot and humid here, it's a great way to escape those mosquitoes because I'm a magnet for them. So definitely check out Franklin Park Conservatory and the Franklin Park area as a whole. And the last place to hit while you're in Olde Towne East would be Gamute Beer Garden. It is an old firehouse that they converted into a basically gastropub kind of feel where they have their own beers that they brew. Also, they have some delicious German food. You have to try the Bavarian pretzel with the mustard dip. So good. And the Reuben frites. If you like Reubens, these are so yummy. So as you can see from this video, just these 3 neighborhoods alone provide so much character and kind of just showcase what Columbus has to offer. There are so many different neighborhoods, so there is definitely one out there that will fit what you're looking for. So continue to follow along. I post a video every Friday on things to do around Columbus, market stats, nonprofits, new builds, anything and everything Columbus happens every Friday here on my channel. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and I will see you next Friday.